American Idol has always been a stage where hopeful singers put everything on the line to prove their talent, showcase the dedication, and win the hearts of millions of viewers. From its earliest days, the show has produced global superstars like Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, Jennifer Hudson, and many others who went above and beyond to prove they had what it takes to survive the intense competition. However, every once in a while, there emerges a contestant whose hype seems to outweigh their actual effort. This season, fans have been buzzing about one particular contestant who appears to be skating by with the bare minimum while somehow managing to stay in the spotlight, raising questions about fairness, favoritism, and the future of American Idol itself. The phenomenon of an overhyped contestant is not entirely new to Idol. In the past, there have been singers who coasted on personality, popularity, or even judge favoritism rather than undeniable vocal ability. But this year feels different because the level of hype around this contestant is so disproportionately high compared to what viewers see on stage. Social media has been filled with comments pointing out lackluster performances, questionable song choices, and minimal growth from week to week. Yet despite all of this, the judges and producers continue to shower this contestant with praise, leaving many to wonder if American Idol is more about pushing a predetermined narrative than letting genuine talent rise to the top. From the very beginning of the season, this contestant was given prime airtime, emotional backstory packages, and glowing introductions from Ryan Seacrest. It felt almost as if the producers had chosen their favorite long before America had a chance to vote. Viewers initially gave the benefit of the doubt, assuming the hype meant a breakthrough talent was about to unfold. But as the live shows began, many were left scratching their heads. The vocals often fell flat, the stage presence felt rehearsed rather than natural, and the risk-taking that defines true artistry was noticeably absent. Instead, audiences were met with safe, predictable performances that did just enough to avoid elimination but never truly wowed the room. Fans quickly took to Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook groups to vent their frustration. Some posted clips of past contestants who poured their hearts into every note and contrasted them with this year's so-called star who seemed to coast by without breaking a sweat. Hashtags calling out the overhype began trending after a particularly underwhelming performance that was inexplicably praised by all three judges. One fan wrote that watching the contestant was like seeing someone do karaoke on autopilot while the show pretends they're rewriting music history. Others argued that true artists should take risks, show vulnerability, and push themselves creatively, none of which were evident in the contestants' approach. The issue seems to strike a nerve because American Idol has long positioned itself as a competition where hard work and raw talent are rewarded. Contestants often come from humble beginnings, working multiple jobs, busking on the streets, or performing in tiny venues just to chase the dream. When viewers see someone appearing to put in minimal effort yet still receiving star treatment, it undercuts the very values that made the show resonate in the first place. It raises the uncomfortable question, is Idol now more interested in manufacturing celebrities than discovering true talent? The judges' role in this controversy cannot be ignored. Time and again, Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan have showered the contestant with praise that many fans feel is undeserved. Instead of constructive feedback or encouragement to step outside the comfort zone, the panel often delivers standing ovations and exaggerated comments about how amazing and unique the performance was. For viewers who value honesty and integrity, this disconnect between what they see and what the judges claim has been difficult to swallow. Some longtime fans even reminisce about the Simon Cowell days, when blunt criticism, while harsh, at least gave credibility to the judging process. Beyond the performances, another factor fueling the overhype is the contestants' backstory. American Idol is known for weaving emotional narratives into its episodes, and in this case, the show has leaned heavily into highlighting personal struggles, hardships, or heartwarming family moments. While such stories can be inspiring, critics argue that they should complement, not replace, genuine talent. When the narrative becomes the main selling point instead of the music, it risks turning Idol into a reality drama rather than a singing competition. Interestingly, not all fans agree with the backlash. Some defend the contestant, arguing that charisma, relatability, and likability are also part of being an idol. They claim that while others may outsing this contestant, few can match the connection and appeal that resonates with a mass audience. Supporters point out that the music industry is not solely about technical perfection but also about marketability and personality. However, this defense only adds more fuel to the debate, as critics insist Idol should prioritize artistry over packaging. As the competition inches closer to the finale, tensions continue to mount. Each week, as stronger vocalists get eliminated while the overhyped contestant advances, the outrage grows louder. Social media threads balloon with heated arguments, with some fans threatening to stop watching altogether. Longtime Idol loyalists fear that the integrity of the show is at stake, warning that if hype and favoritism consistently outweigh actual talent, the credibility of American Idol could collapse. After all, what separates Idol from countless other talent shows if it no longer rewards the best voice and the hardest worker? Industry insiders have also weighed in, noting that overhyping a contestant may be part of a larger strategy. With declining ratings compared to its peak years, Idol may be leaning into characters and storylines to drive engagement, even if it comes at the expense of authenticity. A polarizing contestant, after all, keeps people talking, whether they love them or hate them. In that sense, the bare minimum contestant could be serving as a lightning rod for controversy, ensuring that Idol remains a trending topic week after week. Still, there is a limit to how far such a strategy can go before fans lose trust completely. What makes this story compelling is that it taps into larger themes about entertainment and society. In a world where social media influencers often become famous for doing the bare minimum, posting selfies, making short videos, or simply living publicly, perhaps it was inevitable that Idol would produce a contestant who thrives on hype rather than substance. The frustration comes from the fact that music, an art form built on soul and craft, feels cheapened when treated as just another vehicle for personality-driven fame. For aspiring singers watching from home, the message being sent is confusing. Should they work tirelessly to perfect their vocals, practice countless hours, and take creative risks? Or should they simply hope for a good backstory, a marketing push, and the ability to coast by with minimal effort? If Idol continues to reward the latter, it could discourage true talent from ever applying, leaving the show to rely on surface-level performers who cannot sustain long-term music careers. As the season barrels toward its conclusion, fans will be watching closely to see whether the overhyped contestant can actually deliver a finale-worthy performance or if the pattern of doing the bare minimum will continue. If by some twist of fate this contestant wins, the controversy may reach an all-time high, with many declaring it the most undeserved victory in Idol history. On the other hand, if America's votes finally align with merit and the contestant is eliminated, it may restore some faith in the process. Either way, the debate has sparked an important conversation about what American Idol should represent in 2025 and beyond. Should it remain a showcase of genuine talent and hard work, or evolve into a spectacle where hype and relatability overshadow artistry? The answer may determine not just the future of this season but the long-term survival of one of television's most iconic franchises. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Talent Spotlight Idol YouTube channel for more update news.